Extruders are changing quickly. They're getting lighter, faster, and smarter. With new induction-based toolchanger tech hitting the scene, we may be on the edge of a real shift in 3D printing. But before we jump into the future, let's break down the extruder types that got us up to the present and the basic differences that set them apart. If the hot end is the heart of the 3D printer, then the extruder would be the blood? We need a constant flow of filament for the hot end to have something to work and mold into a useful print. Without the extruder, this would not happen. As with most things, each extruder type has its own benefits and drawbacks. In the end, your extruder has one job. Grab filament, push it down the line, and don't let the filament push back. First on the list is a Bowden setup. A Bowden setup mounts the extruder motor to the printer's frame and connects it to the hot end through a long PTFE tube. This keeps the tool head lightweight, letting the printer move fast without yanking hardware around more aggressively than needed. But that long filament path makes retraction a little sloppy because it gives room for the filament motion within the tube. Flexible filaments are basically on hard mode because that motion is exaggerated. Next in line is a direct drive setup. Direct drive puts the extruder right on the print head, gives a shorter filament path, much better control, and flexibles behave much better. The trade-off is weight. Older machines especially can lose some top end speed. Now they have moving parts that are almost twice the weight with the motor mounted on the hot end. Just to clear up common confusion on a reverse Bowden setup, it is still direct drive. The tube on the input side is just cable management and strain relief, especially when feeding directly from something like a dry box. It doesn't turn your printer into a Bowden machine. It just uses direct drive with a PTFE inlet for routing and filament management. Let's start simple. Single gear extruders use one drive gear and an idler gear. Cheap, effective, and common on many older printers. They work fine until you start printing faster or pushing tougher filaments. Then you may start to see some slippage. Dual gear extruders use two gears that grip the filament from both sides. You've got more grip because you're doubling the surface area, and you get a lot more consistency this way in general. If you find this kind of content interesting, extrude yourself over to that like button for a moment, maybe even tap subscribe. Next up is Planetary Gear extruders. These take things a bit further. They use compact gear reduction to pack high torque into a tiny footprint. Lightweight, strong pushing force, perfect for high speed and finely tuned machines. Finely tuned machines that are outside of my animating ability. So I have found this awesome animation on printables, username here, and link in the description. Next, we've got something a little more exotic, a remote drive extruder. Remote drives are a bit wild. The filament drive mechanism is on the print head, but the motor is elsewhere. Connected by a flexible drive shaft, you get an ultralight tool head without sacrificing grip. It's very niche, cool engineering. You don't really see a lot of them out there though. Next up, we have integrated extruder hot end units, like the Creality Sprite and Bambu's tool head assemblies. Everything, extruder, heatsink, and hot end, all in a single compact module. More rigidity, fewer alignment issues, and consistent performance out of the box. Even within the extruder category, there are still some specialty units. Some of them with hardened gears for specialty filaments like carbon fiber, glass fiber, and glow in the dark. Also in the category of extruder, while not technically being an extruder, would be an AMS or an MMU. They're taking the filament from a multi-material unit and pushing it down through the PTFE tube to the extruder in order to do color swaps and filament changes mid-print. Recently released into the world are more efficient tool changers, such as the Bambu Vortek and the Bondtech INDX system. They've changed the game because they keep a single direct drive extruder and swap in a hot end already loaded with filament. This allows a common extruder, drops purge waste to nearly zero while doing color swaps. This is fantastic news for time and material waste on multicolor prints moving forward. The right extruder isn't about what's best for everyone. It's about what matches how you print. Bowden for speed if your motors and frame aren't able to handle accelerations with all that extra weight. Direct drive for control, but potentially at the cost of acceleration. Dual gear for reliability. Planetary systems for high-speed printing. Integrated units for clean, consistent performance. If you want to dive deeper into how hot ends actually melt and control your filament, how a filament buffer works, or anything else, check out this playlist. I'll see you there.